We've been getting a lot of conflicting reports about Mason Greenwood, and it looks like there is a possibility that he stays at Manchester United for next season. Now, we all know that he's on loan at Getafe, and we know why he's there because of what happened between him and his girlfriend. But, people, let's be honest here. Mason Greenwood is a free man, and he is legally innocent. So that's the only basis that I'm going off of. I don't really care about what necessarily happened. All that I know is that no court has found him guilty of anything. And he is a very good player. That's why we're sitting here talking about him. That's why Manchester United are considering bringing him back because of his skills. That's why you see a team like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, all these big clubs are being linked with him because everybody knows skill-wise, Greenwood is a player. He's a baller. So I definitely do think that he possibly will be back at Manchester United. And the last few days, as I said when I opened up, we've been getting a lot of conflicting reports. I mean, you saw new Manchester United minority owner Jim Ratcliffe. He came out, did an interview, and he said, yo, Ineos, like that new little group that's come in that's going to be running the club, they're going to look at Mason Greenwood's case, and they're not going to rely on social media outcry. They want to look at the facts. And the facts are Greenwood is innocent, people. So, let's say it like this. I think there's a high chance that Greenwood will be playing for Man United. Now, there's another report that's come out and said that Greenwood would reject the move to Barcelona to stay at Manchester United. Now, I don't know if that just means he doesn't want to play for Barca or if that means he will reject any big club that comes in for him because he wants to stay at Manchester United. Now, what I'll say is, Greenwood, you're an idiot. I would not want to be at Manchester United. They've just been an absolute joke for like the last decade. And I don't necessarily know how better they're going to be in the future. Now, obviously, Man United, in my opinion, they need Greenwood. Like, they could use him right now. He'd be their best attacker because he's better than Garnacho, Hojan, Antony, Marcus Rashford. Like, Greenwood would be the guy. And, with them struggling to score goals and create chances, he'd be perfect in this team right now because he'd start anywhere across that front three. He is a very good player. I mean, before this season, Greenwood was suspended. He was out for like a year and a half. And he's at Getafe, and it doesn't look like he's missed a beat. He still looks like that same promising player. And I think United are going to look at it and say, if we sell Greenwood, yeah, you'll make a little bit of profit, but in a few years, he'll be world class. So is it really worth it? Now, with Greenwood, if I'm him, I'd want to leave because I think in England, the environment for him is going to be too hostile. What's the point? You're going to have half the fan base that doesn't want you there, and then you'll have half the fan base that they will, support you. But why would you even want to deal with the English media, with going to away games and having the fans go at you? You're going to, every single game, they're going to be booing, all this stuff. What's the point? Nobody cares about the facts. Everybody just heard, like a 30-second video out of a 10-minute video segment, and everybody just made their own opinions. And what I think is, if his girlfriend has forgiven him for whatever he might have done, and they have still been together this whole time, just recently had a baby, and they're about to get married, if she can do all that, then why would I be mad about something that does not affect my life? It doesn't make sense to me. So I think playing in England is going to be real hostile for Mason. And again, it's not even like Man United are one of the best teams or they're going to be winning the league, winning Champions League. I don't see any of that coming in their future. So if you're Greenwood, why not go join a better club abroad? And I know that Barca right now are in the mud. They're not as attractive as they used to be. But I think it's a much better option than being at Manchester United because at least at Barcelona, the standards are to win. The standards are to be competing. At Man United, the standards are top 4. That's it. So I think a lot of big clubs will be in for him. And I'm interested to see what United will do because we saw last season, he already went through, before they brought him back and then loaned him, he already kind of went through like a review process. And that board at the time, they decided that loaning him would be the best move. But you can't tell me that Man United do not want this player back. Because if they didn't want him anymore, they would have just released him. He wouldn't be on loan. They would have tore up his contract, paid him off, and got rid of him. But because it's Mason Greenwood, and because he's such a good player, they decided, let's send him out on loan, and then if he performs, maybe the fans will want him back. Who knows? But I definitely think if they do bring him back next season, I think whether the fans that want him there or not, if he's scoring goals and helping them win trophies, they're going to cheer for him. Let's just be honest, right? Like, Greenwood's not going to score a banger and fans are going to be like, we don't care. You guys are going to celebrate. Let's just be honest here, people. But who knows? I think a lot of big clubs will be in for Greenwood. And I think with his value only being 7.5 million, that's a steal. And I think a lot of clubs are going to be looking to see what Man United want to sell him. There also is a report that Ten Hag is also keen on bringing him back. But I don't think that matters because I don't believe Ten Hag will be Man United's manager next season. So I think there's a lot of uncertainty at that club right now. And we're going to have to see what happens. But Greenwood, you should not want to stay at Man United. They are absolutely awful right now. And that fan base, I think a majority of them have turned on you. So what's the point? You can go play at a bigger club in another country that's going to actually give you a chance to win and compete at the highest level. Man United are not going to be able to offer you that right now. I'm saying teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, maybe Juventus, Napoli, who knows, Bayern Munich. I think these clubs will come circling because Greenwood is a world-class talent. And yeah, United, they should have brought him back this season, bro. They need him very badly. Their attack is a disgrace. But let me know what you guys think about Mason Greenwood. Would you keep him at Manchester United or would you sell him?